What's up, guys? Hope you're healthy and happy this day. Just doing an update real quick, letting you know what videos I've got coming out next, and then letting you know about the giveaway, of course, because the giveaway is coming up in about a week. And I've got one product that I'm going to give away for the next month. Just want you to know that, so you have something to look forward to for all the people that are the members and that are commenting giveaway. So yeah, hope you're healthy and happy. Hope you're doing some fun stuff for yourself today. Hope you're working for yourself today. Remember, it's okay to work for somebody. It's okay to put in 8 hours for somebody. But if you want to build something for yourself, you need to put in an extra 8 for yourself. I know that might sound crazy, but, I've worked 18-hour days for somebody else. There's no reason why I couldn't have worked, 16 hours and put the other 8 in for myself. What's up? Good morning. Hi, giveaway. Hello, giveaway. Excelente, giveaway. Hope you guys are healthy and happy today. Hope you're doing some fun stuff. Let me show you what I got for giveaways coming up. Hey, Cowie, don't wander off, please. I'm gonna make sure Cowie doesn't wander off. She's looking for squirrels. Come on back here. Come on. Good deal. Don't run off. So let me show you what I got going on for videos. Let me know if I lose service. I don't want to lose service. But you know what the giveaway was for this month. Let me show you. Giveaway for this month, which is coming up this next week, was this set of gauges and this set of gauges, right? And then this right here, which is really cool, and some cash. Now, I went ahead and got another one of these. So I got another set of S-Man refrigerant manifold gauges to give away for next month already. Don't know what I'm going to put with it, but I just want you guys to know that for the month of December coming up, I've already got a set of field piece manifold gauges. So, where you been? Where you been? All right, what do we got? Giveaway. What's going on? Good morning. What's happening? Hey, Ted, what about defrost control? What about it, Brother Daniel? Wayne Hammond. Morning, Taddy. What's up, Wayne? Ronnie B, giveaway. Ronnie, did you get my email? I seen your email a couple days ago and emailed you, but didn't get a response. Want to make sure you got it, my man. I sent you my geothermal guides, and then I sent you a link to the playlist where I had a couple geo videos. But you didn't get me a phone number or a time. Well, you may have got me a phone number, but you didn't give me a good time to call. But just want you to know that you said yes, sir. Yeah, so you got the email. Awesome, man. Good deal. If I don't win this time, I'm done with this. Kevin, you're not a member, bro. You're over here like, I'm done with this, man. There was this one email I got one time from a guy that was a member, and he'd emailed me and he asked me some questions, and I emailed him back and I said, I gave him the answers. And a couple weeks went by and I got an email from him, and he said, I'm done with this. I'm canceled my membership, if you're not going to respond to me. And I looked back at my emails. There was 4 or 5 emails, and I was the last person to respond. And I'm like, man, what? I don't understand. It's all about perception. If you perceived, he perceived he had the last email, I guess, but he didn't. And then people don't consider, I'm doing this to try to help, because I believe in that. Like, that's the highest, that's the purpose, right? But at the same time, if you email me, it takes me a few days. It's not because I'm trying to ignore it. It's the fact that I haven't seen it yet because I'm doing all these things. So, give me a couple days. I promise I'll I'm going to try to help you and try to give you the best advice I can. So, but Kevin, you're not a member, so you would not ever have the opportunity to win unless you join, brother. So that's hilarious, though. You know, you've been a member, you've been a subscriber for a long time, Kevin. But every time I see you comment, it's not something nice. You know, it's usually something hateful. And I don't understand. I mean, I've never done anything to hurt you. You know, if anything, I'm just trying to help people. That's what I'm trying to do. So, you know, I don't know what so my question is, what is your problem? You know, because the problem's not me. It's not a me problem. It's a you problem. And why aren't you happy, my friend? I mean, dude, man, I mean, to wake up and enjoy this life, to enjoy the day, the sunrise, you know, family, friends, you know, your pets. Come on. You know, be happy, brother. Daniel, I need this, bro. Yes, sir. Ronnie B. Yes, sir. Defrost control class. I've got a few videos on defrost control, whether it's time and temperature, demand defrost, how to check a defrost, you know, termination switch, you know, wiring. I've got a video on schematics and wiring. But yeah, I mean, I can do an in-depth with both boards, both different types of defrost, and, you know, do something more in-depth. If that's what you need, my brother, I got you. I'm a gold member. You are a gold member. You're amazing. So yeah, I went over the giveaways. Now I'm going to go over the videos that are coming. Hey, Callie, come here. Don't run off after squirrels. They can climb trees. You can't. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, don't go that way. You lost out in the woods. Come on, I got to show them what we got, what we're doing. Yeah, come on back. Come on back. What are you guys doing today? Plus, you're giving stuff away for free. Taddy don't have to do it, but he does. Yes, sir. My man, I'm trying to help in any way I can. Just trying to, you know, I didn't have anybody. You know, I had an opportunity and a job given to me by my father, which was fantastic. Didn't have to do that, but he did it, and it helped me to be successful. And I want to be there for somebody else to try to help them be successful. You know, that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm trying to do. So anyways, yeah, I got a new tool in here. I've got a gas pipe threader at my shop, but I went ahead and bought another one. And I bought this one for my aquaponics building or my shop out here because I got some work that I'd like to do for the medical manufacturing company that I work for. And this is going to help me to do that. But I took this opportunity, and I'll show you in a second, to do some videos that I don't really have. Some in-depth videos. How to. Are you lineman? No, I'm not a lineman. I'm HVAC. HVAC, you know, solar, medical manufacturing, stuff like that. So I bought a cool gas pipe threader, and the price was pretty good price. But I did a video on how to use a gas pipe threader, how to cut, ream, and thread pipe. That was a cool video. Then I did a video on how to use a groove roller. Dude, I've never used a groove roller. I have never groove rolled pipe. That's the correct way to say it. So I did a video on how to use this. This is a cheap little attachment that you can get for this. So really cool. I did that video for you guys. That's going to come out in about a week. I did a video on how to install the T-transport for a gas pipe threader like this, like a 300 rigid or a 300 Blue Rock tools. And what else? Oh yeah, I did a video on how to change the dies or the teeth in the die head assembly. So if you don't know anything about changing the teeth in a die head assembly, I did a video on that. So I've got those videos coming out for you guys to help you learn more. Doing some manufacturing in here with the 3D printer. Love it, it's fun. My son actually created this from a game that he likes. Pretty cool. What we got? I love your nose, bro. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate that. Is real that 4110 is out of market? I don't know. What is that? Hi, buddy. I'm from Canada and have a several decades in the trades. I commend you on what you are doing and teaching everyone that is interested. Great job. I would love to have a set of S-man gauges. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate that, my friend. Medical Mara in the hydroponics. Laugh out loud. No, it's none of that. What's up, Uncle Zach? Huh? Oh, did you get something? No, it's not that, but I did. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dude, that's huge. Wow. My Lord. That is a huge rat. Dang, good job, dude. Congrats. Is that in the deer stand? That's what? Oh, it wasn't in the new deer stand? Oh, wow. Well, that's killer. That's huge. Now you got work to do. So, the fun part. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate that, brother. Ronnie, I did grow in here. I grew in here. This is a aquaponics. So it's a combination between aquaculture and hydroponics. You know, aquaculture where you're raising fish, hydroponics where you're working with water and growing plants. So, big buck do show. Oh, how'd you know that? Yeah, you're right. My friend just pulled up and he's got a huge buck in the back of his truck. I wish I'd have known you guys would have wanted to see it. I would have showed you. I mean, that was humongous, man. Like a huge spread. And I said, you guys got work to do now because you know what comes next. What's your opinion on Daikin systems? Oh, man. Hate to talk about brands. Daikin systems. The Daikin Fit unit, I liked it. It was pretty nice. You know, there's some interesting things about Daikin. One is they have the adjustable TXV, which is kind of cool. Being able to adjust the TXV. You know, their fan speed system's kind of cool. They got like one wire and you basically move it from like 1 to 9 on this terminal block. That's kind of cool. Overall, I like Daikin. Their mini splits, a little bit of a different story. So, yeah, I'll show you a little bit of aquaponics. Let me know if I lose service, though. I can do about 1,100 lettuce head in this. This is deep water aquaculture. I'm sorry, deep water culture, DWC system. There's 2,000 gallons of water in that main bed. And this is where my fish are. I used to have a bunch of fish. You know, we got some butterfly koi. You know, if you take and lift up this, you can see roots. These rafts just float in the water. And it just recirculates. There's a pump right there, 1,200 gallon per hour, and it just recirculates. Goes into this fish tank, then it goes into the compost barrels, goes into the bed, pulls it all the way down to the end, and then pulls it around the back and dumps it back into the tank. So it's a pump and dump. Pump and dump. What's your opinion on? Okay, I only have issues with the RTUs. I really love the Daikin Fit. Yeah, really, really good equipment. Let's smash the like button and subscribe. It's free. That's awesome. Thank you, man. That's great. Quality issues mainly. Okay, so quality issues. You're having some quality issues. It's good to know. Which systems do you deal with the most? We do Carrier. How long did that take you to build? The deep water culture system? It probably took a day to build it, and then it took probably a day to fill it up with water. And then after that, it probably took 2 weeks to start the actual bacterial colonies to where I could have the fish in there and the plants and everything works together, you know, because ammonia is created and then you have to take a harmful form of ammonia, which is, you know, harmful for the fish, and then make it a plant food. And that's, you know, taking nitrites to nitrates. And then once you do that, then you're in good shape. So, and the way you start it is you use like kelp, liquid kelp, and put some iron in there. You got to make sure the pH is right. You want your pH like pretty much neutral, 7. Which systems do you deal with the most? I deal with Samsung, I deal with Daikin, I deal with Tempstar, and I deal with American Standard. Those are the systems I deal with. We just did a warranty on I work on every brand, but I mean, this is what I actually install. How long did it take you? Do you work on Mitsubishi City Multi? Started on large commercial systems? I do not. I've worked on, some Samsung VRF because I've installed that. But no Mitsubishi. But Mitsubishi's a good brand as well. Hey, Taddy, I have a question. Do you have any videos showing heat pump restriction on heat mode? I don't know. That's a good question. I probably do. I know I've got a video on my members only playlist, and it's how to charge a heat pump in the heat mode. So that's a good video if you want to learn how to charge one in the heat mode. Any geothermal? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we do some geo installs. We do, I work on geos all the time because there's a few geo. There's not a lot of geos, but yeah, I mean, we do. I have a flush cart. I have a video on how to use a flush cart. I have a heat fusion socket tool, and I have a video on how to weld polybutylene or polyethylene pipe and fittings. So you can go check out that on my members only playlist. But yeah, I do quite a bit of geo, my man. Geo it's easy. It's just like a regular air conditioner, except it's got a coax. It's got a coax, it's got a flow center, and it's just using that coil for a condenser and an evaporator during the different modes. It's a heat pump. Geothermal unit's a heat pump, and during the cooling mode, your coax is the condenser. During the heating mode, it's your evaporator. So it's easy. It's just a regular heat pump, just with a different coil. So you got to have different tools. You got to have a loop gooser tool. That way you can, or you just have to have a pressure gauge with a stem that'll go inside that little PT port. You got pressure temperature ports. You need to be able to add water. You need to be able to monitor water pressure. If you don't have water pressure, you're not going to have, your pumps aren't going to last very long. You're going to have faults. It's going to trip, maybe head pressure, high head pressure, or low pressure. What state are you in, and how is it doing HVAC there? I'm in Arizona. It's great here. I mean, I'm in Tennessee, and I live in a very small town. It's like a retirement home, basically. That's what I call it, because everybody's moving here constantly. And there's constant amounts of work because there's not a lot of heating and air companies. Now, you can go an hour and a half, and you can go to Nashville, and it's booming and it's big. And that's another reason that it's always busy here, because everybody from Nashville, they move in, they realize, whoa, it's overpriced, taxes keep going up, and I can't drive down the road and make it to where I want to make it in 10 minutes like I can here in this small town. So they end up migrating, out of Nashville, moving out. So here it's great. I mean, I am 3 months behind, and new construction house after new construction house after new construction house. So super busy. And these new construction houses that we put heating and air in, they're, some of them are 1,000 square foot, but most are 3,000 square foot and 6,000 square foot and even bigger. So, I mean, they require more than one unit. So, one unit in ductwork takes about a week. But, well, if you get 2 units, you got, especially if you get a big unit. What if you get a 5-ton in duct? It could take you 2 weeks to do that. So, I mean, but most of these houses have 3 and 4 units. Put a couple mini splits, they want to heat and cool the garage. So, hope that makes sense, guys. Hope you're healthy and happy. Hope you're ready for the giveaways. Remember, we got those field piece gauges and I think the JB gauges coming up. And then next month we got another set of field piece gauges because you seem to like those giveaways. and cash. And then hope you guys are ready to learn how to use a gas pipe threader, a groove rolling machine. And then I did a video because I had a comment on my one of my videos, and it said, how do I become an HVAC technician? And I thought, you know what? I've done a bunch of videos about that, like what is an HVAC technician and what do you do after school? But I thought it won't hurt to do another one. So because, you know, as you go through life, you have more experiences and you have more knowledge gained. And so that experience is preparing you more to maybe give you a better answer. So I got a better answer for you. No, not healthy or happy. I'm fat and pissed. Hey, if you're not healthy and happy, you could be miserable and crappy. I don't want that, Brother Matt. Timu DJ Khaled, what up? What up? We the best. Me too. Are you close to where Bonnaroo is? Bonnaroo is in Memphis, and I'm about 2.5 hours from Memphis. Hour and a half from Nashville, hour from Jackson. I laugh my ass off. I'm just bullshitting, bro. Yep, that's all right, Mark. I love it. I'm here for a good time, brother. 1/3 by hand is rough when you're doing it by yourself. I've done plenty. Tennessee TV. I like that name. You have any video about pump down from the condenser side? Yeah, of course. I've got a video on how to pump down a mini split. I've got a video on how to pump down a split system where I'm standing out at the condenser showing you how to use a box ratchet or a service valve wrench, closing the liquid line and watching the suction pressure and then closing the suction line service valve. So yeah, just type in Taddy Digest, or just type in how to do a pump. Just type in pump down operation, Taddy Digest. Hell yeah, knew I liked you, man. Respect, Brother Mark. Thank you, my friend. I like you, and I hope you are. I hope you're having a great day, brother. Hope your family's healthy and that you're doing some cool stuff. You know, you should want to do cool things while you're here. Makes life fun. I mean, you know, we got to work for money. And it's such a sham. But you might as well do some fun stuff while you're here, you know? That's what I'm doing. You know what makes me happy, guys? Learning. Learning something new, doing something cool, doing something new. That's what I want. I'm drinking before 10. I'm good, bro. Please be careful. You may want to start drinking after 10, homie. I wouldn't start drinking before 10. But if you're on vacation, go for it. Getting ready to play golf, dude. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. Mark, you're going to have a great day, brother. It's hard, Ronnie B. It's hard coming out of school and getting trained in a hurry or when they have time. Trying to grasp it in a hurry is hard. You got a heads up in the family. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, you know, it is hard, you know, but you're really just learning on the job. You know, that's when I learned everything. You're learning on the job. You're learning as you go. Every video I do almost, guys. Like you may think, man, Tad, he's so smart. This guy knows a lot. But most of the time, you know, like this pipe threader, dude, I'll be honest with you. I've been using a pipe threader for like 2 decades, right? 15 plus years. But if you'd have asked me a month ago, before I got this pipe threader, if you'd have asked me, hey, Tad, can you show me how to use the pipe threader and teach me all about it? The job I would have done for you would have been subpar. It would have not been very good. Why? Because I didn't really read that manual like I did when I got this one and really went over every component and the names and all that stuff. So I learned it as I went. And the video you're going to see, you're going to think, dude, this guy knows so much. But I really learned that in the last couple weeks. And it's because I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. Like I want to give you the best. And sometimes I say the wrong things. And sometimes I call things the wrong names. but I really am trying, and that's what really makes a difference. So happy Thanksgiving, Taddy. We don't see you before Thanksgiving. If we don't see you. Thanks, brother. It's good to be thankful. Can't drink all day. You don't start in the morning. Experience in the job gives you wisdom. On the job, the best way, my brother owned his own HVAC business. I worked for him close to 10 years, and he passed away in 22 to a car wreck. Man, I'm so sorry, brother. You know, my brother passed away back when he was like 13. It was like 2007. I think I was 17, and it was rough. So I understand how that feels, and how just got to keep moving, brother. Sorry to hear, Tennessee. That sucks, bro. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, that's always tough to deal with. You know, there was a lady on a service call one time. She told me, because she had 2 kids that burned in a fire, and they both passed away, and they were children. And she told me one time, she said, when you bury your parents, you bury your past. And when you bury your spouse, you bury your present. And when you bury your children, you bury your future. And, you know, that's really tough for parents, you know, to bury their children. So, but that was an analogy that gave me an understanding of, you know, really, it just gave me an understanding of how that is. And that lady was very wise. And, you know, the pain that people endure is just unbelievable. So, man, thanks for sharing that. 7 years ago, I replaced a condenser coil that runs an R22. I flushed the system, never replaced the evap coil. Put a Goodman with R410A and still runs today. All books say it could not be done. Yeah, man, you know, there's not a lot of experimentation. We have all these regulations and rules, and there's things that have been done in the field by people that you would never believe could be done. But that's good. That's great. And there's, you know, honestly, it's just a coil. It's a coil. And it may be designed for a different pressure, but it'll still work with that refrigerant, if that makes sense. Hola, Juan Espinoza. Hello from Las Vegas, Nevada. Said hi, Mr. Pap. Mark, all my grand parts are gone. That's crazy to think about. All I want to do is call him one more time. Man, don't you make me cry, Mark. You're going to make me start drinking. Michael said hi. The coil can be retrofit to R410A as long as the pressure rated to 300. Yep. Boom. Right there. Can you say that one more time? That was very wise. And I just realized you're the HVAC guy I watch. Very cool. Yeah, I'll tell you one more time. Sorry, Taddy, about your brother. God bless you. Thanks, brother. That one more time. There you go. Change the TXV. Shit, why you think I'm drinking, brother? Ah, man, don't do that. Don't be doing that to me. When you bury I'll say it one more time. When you bury your parents, you bury your past. When you bury your spouse, you bury your present. When you bury your children, you bury your future. So, but just make life not about you, my man, and you will be happy, I promise, you know. Don't make life about you. Make it about somebody else, and you're trying to help. I promise you'll stay happy, you know. You're going to have bad days, but if you're trying to do something for somebody else, you're always going to be able to make yourself happy, all right? I'm going to end with that. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Stay healthy, stay happy. Remember, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, right? You got to be merry, okay? Because it's medicine for you. Being happy makes you healthy. That's why I stay healthy, stay happy, right? I should stay happy, stay healthy. And then I'll say, a broken spirit dries your bones. So don't let your spirit be broken today. See you guys.